Let's make some cheese. This is a really easy cheese to make, and a lot of times this process that I'm going to show you is called making ricotta from milk, or a simple cheese, an acid cheese. True ricotta is made from the whey that's left over from making other cheeses, so we're not going to go there on this video. This is just going to be a simple cheese, and here are the ingredients. If you'd like to jot them down, you can do a screenshot if you're watching them on your mobile device, and as always, they'll be below the video so that you can print them out. So this only takes about probably 20 to 30 minutes. It's very easy to do, and I hope that you can give it a try and that you enjoy it as much as I do. So I'm using a 1% organic milk. My local grocery store marks down all of its milk that's about 2 to 3 days from expiration date, and we usually get it for about $1.50 to $2 a gallon. And so since we drink so much milk, we always pick it up, or I make cheese with it like I'm doing now. So there you go. If your grocery store has milk close to the expiration date, ask the dairy manager if you can buy it at a discount. If he's smart, he'll give you a discount, okay? So let's go ahead. We are just going to add a little salt to this, and now we want to warm up the milk. We're going to warm it up to where it starts to steam and maybe bubble a little bit around the edges. You want to whisk it as it's heating up so that it does not scorch the bottom of your pan, because it is very hard to clean up. So stay by it and just keep it whisked. You're looking for a temperature of around 165 to 185. However, I feel pretty confident if you are just letting it steam and don't bring it to a boil, you'll probably reach a good temperature for adding the vinegar, and that's when we start to make the cheese. So what we'll do is just, once it gets to that temperature, I looked for around 180. I added my vinegar. I quickly whisked it, turned off my heat, and now I covered it. I'm just letting all of that separate there. Okay, so now we're making cheese. Just like to fold my curds in together, just kind of check on them, make sure they're doing okay, and I want them all to form and kind of stick together there. Okay, you don't have to do this, that's just what I do, and they should all be floating on top. And this takes probably about 10 minutes for this to happen. Now you can go ahead and put it in a colander. I have this fine mesh strainer that I use, and it's stainless steel, so I just use this. If you have a colander that has bigger holes, you might want to line it with some cheesecloth, okay? So all we're doing now is we're taking it out, and there's going to be whey left behind, but the cheese at this point also has some whey on it. And so what we want to do is just strain that whey off of the cheese. And I like to kind of try to put it around in a single layer if I can, so that it drains faster. And how long you let it drain will determine the texture of your cheese. So ideally, if I'm doing a spread of some sort or ricotta whip, I like for it to be moist. So here's what it looks like. It's just all that whey is draining off of it, and I'm going to go ahead and use this in lasagna. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Okay, so now we can go ahead and transfer it to a container. You can use this for about up to 5 days in your refrigerator. I just made it right before I was making some lasagna, so I'll be using this pretty quick here. If you let it drain for about 2 hours, it will be nice and crumbly. You could use it on salads. I use it on salads sometimes. If you let it just drain about 5 or 10 minutes, it's a nice creamier texture. Sometimes I like to make just a spreadable cheese with it and put some herbs in it, and I'll try to show you that recipe here soon. Thanks so much for watching, and y'all have a beautiful day.